I'm gonna be honest with you. If I knew this was what you were gonna do, I wouldn't have championed you to do the opening.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly regret my decision.
I immediately regretted my decision to be like, oh, Adam can do it.
Yeah, let's just and then we get to uh yeah
Yeah,
if you
this is
guys
episode 31.
yeah if you guys didn't catch that, yeah, this is another episode of the Goofy Movies podcast. As Adam said, it's episode 31. Um, yeah, what a wild
How
week.
was y'all weeks?
Um, my week was whatever. I just kind of been feeling a tad under the weather. Like I did I was like trying to do push-ups the other day, and I popped my shoulder like really bad, and my left shoulder has hurt like for a whole fucking week. So and I was like, how? So yeah, it just hurt. Yeah. Other than that, not much else. Obviously, doing various random things. Um, DMing my game of D&D still. That's going strong. My players are like kind of reaching the end. It seems of it at this point. And I'm really excited. I hope I've built a good enough encounter and everything for them. So, what about you, Connor?
My week was good. I am tired because I did not sleep well. Did not sleep well last night.
Oh man, yeah.
And it sucks because we were doing like inventory stuff at my job, so I got up at like 6 a.m. today to go to work, and that was kind of ass, if I do say so myself. But I am also going on vacation from the 8th to the 12th, so I'm
Wow, way to
happy about
date.
that.
Way to date our goddamn podcast.
From 2008 to 2012, I intend to go on vacation.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Most people don't know this was all shot in 2007.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
these are all all. How did we
This is a
predict it
time
all?
capsule.
How
The
did
time capsule.
how did we predict that it was gonna be the presidential race? How do we predict it? How?
You
Um.
guys think Iron Man's gonna be any good?
um.
Uh,
How
I don't
about
know. Robert Downey Jr. was a I don't know. That's I feel like it's a terrible choice for the character.
Oh,
I
that
don't feel
guy,
like he
that
would
drug
be
addict.
Tony. Yeah, I don't see him as Tony Stark. I feel like they should have went to somebody else.
They should probably have gone with the Tom Cruise route.
Uh,
oh my
yeah.
god. Anyway,
Uh,
how was your week,
Fantastic
Adam?
Four looks it's gonna be great.
How was your week, Adam?
Kind of a mixed bag. Just like work being work and shit. I had a horrible fucking case of like lumbago the last couple of like days.
Oh,
Just
what?
my lower back pain.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
what
it's
people
just
call
like
it?
that's what. Yeah, because that's a medical term,
Hmm.
lumbago. Um, I was like waking up in the morning is like a pain in the ass because like I can't even like lift myself out of bed. It hurts to like sit up, and bending is like a pain in the ass. But
Yeah,
that's it. I saw Nobody yesterday in theaters.
that's cool.
That's a pretty It's a pretty fucking good
What movie
movie.
is
It
that?
feels like
That's the
it's literally John Wick with Bob Odenkirk.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
That? Oh God, that sounds. I gotta go.
It's fucking good. If you like John Wick, you'll like this movie.
Yeah,
I also love Bob Odenkirk.
I was surprised to hear it's good because I was like, oh, this looks like discount. It like if I'm gonna be honest, the movie looked like it looked very much like how should I say like
Discount John Wick.
like a producer was like oh, I'll just make John Wick by myself with other actors. But hearing it's good is very nice to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the only thing that sucked was like 2 minutes into the movie, somebody fucking set off the fire alarm. Had to leave the movie theater, but thankfully I was
Serious?
allowed back in. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Was there a
Yeah.
fire?
no.
Nah. But they made people like have to leave. But some people are just like nah, and they just kept shopping all in like at the mall. And I'm just like, wow, all right.
I I'm not gonna name them all, but that sounds like that mall.
Yeah.
You know?
Some people are yelling. I'm like, I'm fucking hungry, and they just stomp their way up to the fucking food court, and I'm just like, all right.
Fucking based.
Honestly, yeah.
But
Fuck it, I'm watching a movie.
they let us back in. They reset the movie a couple minutes before they had to cut it off, so all good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was good.
maybe check this out.
Yeah, I recommend it.
All right. With our weeks done with, anything goofy related y'all want to talk about?
No.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Uh, I blew my coworker's mind with the revelation that Pete is actually a cat. And
It-
they were like, "No, what are you talking about? He's a dog." And I'm like, "Nah, look it up." And they're like, "Holy shit, are you fucking serious right now?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "You know this if you listen to my podcast." No, yeah. And then they were like reading another article, and then they were like
Can you
getting on like,
Can you imagine if we put our podcast on Spotify and like you put our a podcast episode on your like Spotify playlist at your job?
I would not be allowed to.
Yeah, I know. We do not censor ourselves enough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and then they were like telling me about this article, and they were like really like pressing me about it. Was like, is Goofy a cow? And it's like, look, this article
No.
says he's more specifically an Aberdeen Angus cow, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I at first I thought it was serious. It seemed enough like try to present evidence, like, oh, the giant teeth, they're flat, like like an herbivore, like that of a cow. All right,
Sorry.
I'm like, no, it's okay. And then I was like, all right, there's just a little bit of evidence, but then it immediately lost me saying like, oh, his real name was whatever, and he was like the son of Egyptian immigrants, and I'm like, yo, why you following me, man? Why you saying my life?
it's fucking bizarre.
But it's like, oh, and then like found by Disney talent scouts, and they helped him work on like speaking English, and I'm like, all right, now this is fake. And then they said Max died of fucking mad cow disease in 2000. I'm like, okay, okay. This is fake. This is fake news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the fake news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But I've heard people throw that theory around once before about Goofy being like a cow, and I was like, he's not.
Yeah, his original name was like Dippy Dog, and also the ears. They're long, floppy
Well, I
dog-like
mean, like
ears.
yet again, like
What cow has ears like that?
yeah. But it's just like Pete was once upon a time a like bear. So like they can change species. That much is within rules apparently. But like yeah, again, I've heard the theory before, but like it's never held any water. So
It's all because of his like relationship with Clarabelle.
yeah, it's 100%
It's
the
just
fact
like,
that like like Clarabelle and Goofy get like shipped together nowadays, which is frustrating and upsetting. Bring back Sylvia, man. Bring her back.
mm-hmm.
Bring back all Goofy movie characters.
Bring her back to me.
Bring back Mona.
Oh, that's another thing I'm curious about.
Uh-huh.
So like we've said that like the originally for Twice Upon a Christmas was they were gonna bring back Roxanne,
Yeah.
but since they couldn't animate her hair in 3D, they created the new character of Mona. And I'm like, all right, if they did bring back Roxanne, what would have been the plot of the Twice Upon a Christmas skit? Because this was all about like meeting Goofy again meeting Goofy for the first time, and it's
It
just
would
like
have
help
been
me get the girl.
no. It would have been the exact same thing. Because yeah, again, Max never learns his lesson. He's like, just don't embarrass me, Dad. It would have been 100% the exact same story.
I don't know. I feel like that would just be cheap though.
It would be cheap, but like yet again, they look at the movie we're talking about. The movie that was like, you know what? We can't just call this character Roxanne like with a new haircut. We just can't do it. You know?
They had like a meeting. They were like, "Wait, do women get haircuts?" Call Paul. Ask him, do women get haircuts?
It's like
Also,
Are women
no,
people?
women do not get haircuts.
is that why my girlfriend is that why that why my girlfriend left me after like I fucked another girl after she got a haircut? She wasn't her anymore.
And also my crippling cocaine addiction.
No, I'm just saying, like when my girlfriend got a haircut, I was like, oh well, you're not the girl I'm started dating, so I'm just gonna fuck some other girl because we're not dating. The person I
'Cause
was
you're not
dating
the
is
same
gone.
yeah, yes. That's exactly the logic of the universe.
You've seen, like whoever I was dating ceased to exist. The moment your hair returns is when our relationship resumes.
What a strange world we live in.
That's how come we don't see. That's why we don't never see Max's mom. She decides to get a haircut, dog. Fuck.
She just ceased to fucking
What if
exist.
she's Sylvia?
Hey, she might be.
That would be wild.
That
Like a
would
movie
be.
like that where like people are lovers across many lifetimes or something like that.
Many lifetimes. That's
By
it.
Cloud Atlas.
I
You
was
spike
gonna
the
say,
true
isn't that
truth.
Cloud-
What'd you think, Connor?
It's Cloud, yeah, like Cloud Atlas. I know it's what Adam said.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
Never
like
saw that.
yeah. I've only seen clips of that movie. I always.
I've never seen it either.
Doesn't it? Doesn't
You
it?
are listening to the Cloud Atlas podcast.
Doesn't it take place in the same like universe as like the Golden Compass?
Blade Runner.
What?
Oh,
As what?
I said Blade Runner.
Oh, the movie
I
about
have no
literally
idea.
me. But yeah, yeah. So, yeah, the Mona decision is such a bizarre one, and I know this like doesn't matter, but the fucking fact that they decided to make an so one of the weird reveals about Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. What's the name of the specific bit? Something Maximus, right?
Christmas Maximus.
Christmas Maximus. The whole so one of the specific points, important points about Christmas Maximus, is that when they're on the roof after the popcorn has exploded them out of the house. Uh, okay, keep it together. After they get exploded to death, they're all laughing to themselves and having a ball. Mona laughs so hard that like she exposes she has similar teeth to Max and Goofy. Was that supposed to be a plot point in like if Roxanne was there? Because Roxanne doesn't have goof teeth. Also, what
No,
Also, what the fuck did they mean by that?
I didn't get it either. I didn't understand that. I was like, I'm like, what? Why the emphasis on her teeth? What does this mean?
It's one of those things that I'm like, I assume it's supposed to symbolize like she's like me and my dad, so I shouldn't be embarrassed by myself, which is kind of like low key a horrible message to send. Because it's just like, hey, bro, you should you should just be proud of your father and your own personality. You don't need this person to be similar to you to have some form of validation to your wacky selves.
You don't need to look for strangers like me.
Oh, fucking. That's the only Tarzan song I know.
Put your faith in what you most believe in.
Two worlds, one family.
Shut up.
You are a son of man.
Shut the fuck.
You are listening to the Tarzan podcast.
Could we? I don't even know if I could talk about Tarzan enough to like fill up a whole
I
cup.
don't know if I could fill an episode with a Tarzan.
I can't talk for I don't know if I could talk for maybe a little bit for an episode of Tarzan.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I don't think I could do a whole episode about Tarzan because again, like I'm like, whatever, who cares? Like the only thing I would say is like it's really cool that they show that guy getting strangled into shadows, and then like that's all I would have to say.
That is cool. But you could also talk about like the animation in it is honestly stellar, and it was one of the first uses of the of like deep canvas as like in 2D animation, I believe. If I am wrong, I probably sound stupid.
Look,
but
you're right. I look, someone could talk about that. I couldn't talk about that. You know why? I don't care, and I don't remember. Because I don't care for Tarzan. I really don't.
What about Treasure Planet?
I love Treasure Planet. I could talk endlessly about Treasure Planet. I love
Next
Treasure.
year, Treasure Planet podcast.
Next year, Treasure Planet
I
box.
think I might be able to talk about more than this. I don't know.
I would not be able. I wouldn't be able to contribute much for Treasure. I didn't watch. I haven't been watched all of Treasure Planet in one sitting.
Wait, do you think you could talk about Treasure Planet more than we've talked about?
Huge parts of my childhood, like obviously Treasure Planet came later and was like cool. The first time I ever saw the trailer for Treasure Planet like in a theater, I lost my shit. Like
No,
I
yeah,
thought it was the coolest fucking thing in the entire world.
Yeah, 100%.
They're both important movies.
I
to
agree.
me.
I agree with you, but my point is like, it's a single movie, and like, yeah, again, so like, one of the like we're talking, we're dealing with a series, two movies, two Christmas special segments, and like comics and stuff. So that's
And
like
cartoon.
All of
I
which
said
are, like,
series.
kind of tenuously connected.
They're not tenuously connected. They're all connected. Oh, actually, two series, because there's also House and House.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and so like when it comes to like Treasure Planet, all you could really talk about is the original book, Treasure Island, and then Treasure Planet. And I say, look, I can talk about a whole episode of that, but 30 plus. That's a hard
At an hour a piece.
Yeah, that's a bit that's a bit hard for me to imagine. You know,
That's a tall order.
yeah, it's a tall order.
I don't even know if I could talk. Maybe I could do that for maybe for the room. I could maybe do it. I don't know. I think I'd probably cap out about like 20 episodes.
Yeah, okay, if we were to like shift, if we weren't the Goofy Movies podcast, what do we think? What piece of media, like, and I'm talking about the things that encompass the media and total, like we've done with like the Goofy Movies podcast, just to be fair with it. What piece of media do you think we could actually talk about as much as we have talked about this?
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, or Metal Gear,
Or
I could talk
Yakuza.
about Silent Hill 2 probably for 3 years.
Yeah, probably.
I can shit all over Ruby. It's for like many episodes.
Yeah.
I could talk about Community at length.
Yeah. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts totally can be talked about for like a while. But I would say I probably want to tap out at like it's because yeah, this is still entertaining to me. Uh, Kingdom Hearts stopping entertaining to me after a hot minute.
No, I completely understand that.
Yeah.
Like I think after 358 by 2 days, I was tapping out of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying like that was the last one I was into.
It really. I lost a lot of steam after playing that game because it's like story wise it was all right, but it was gameplay wise it was fucking repetitive.
I like that game a lot. I had fun with that game. I had a lot of.
I like the mission structure of it.
Me too.
I didn't.
My only big problem with like 358 by 2 days is that there was like clearly like a lot of shit hidden in levels that felt like you needed certain abilities to like unlock, but like you didn't have like a real way to backtrack and shit, and that shit annoyed me.
The only cool thing I liked about that game is you can play as the other members of the organization.
Yeah.
Like when you unlock like replay
Where's my
mode.
goofy standalone Kingdom Hearts game? God damn it!
I'd play that.
I would 100% play that.
I think you can like play as him in if you like hack the
Boil.
KH2. I think.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Just hit the boil button every time.
I've seen him battling Sithroth in the throne room of the Kingdom World, and he's just T-posing.
You can drop like 40 Goofies and they'll all kill Sephiroth.
Boy,
Rip apart his body.
with the shields. But yeah,
You just hear a fucking chorus of boil, boil,
boil,
boil.
boil, just like that. Like
It's the last thing you hear before you fucking die.
that'd be horrifying. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know, like yeah, it's just like the things I could talk about at length like this. I don't think it's like there are plenty, but to the enjoyment of this, there's not a lot. I think because like look, we're already squeezing blood from a stone as is, but the moments we have revelations is great. Like if I'm being honest, I'm still low key reeling from the possibility of Pistol not being Pete's kid. That still kind of fucks me up. You know?
Yeah.
Because like that's like a very weird kind of terrifying notion, right?
Yeah. I mean, it becomes too real.
Yeah, it's like it's a bit just too real in there. It's just like, oh my, stuff like that, you know, like that kind of like totally, I don't know, gets me. I don't know. Either way, anything else? Any of y'all want to talk about the goof stuff?
My I don't want to say anything about my personal life, but my girlfriend still hasn't seen the movie.
She hasn't.
No.
What?
Yeah. And she's like, "When are we gonna watch it?" And I was like, "Never."
You're
What?
afraid that she might not like it.
No, I just like I feel too close to it. It's like we shouldn't. I don't fully understand why, but I just feel like we shouldn't.
It's really funny because when I was hanging out with one of my friends, like she was like watching Disney Plus. I convinced her to put on a Goofy movie, and
Yeah.
like she asked one question. I was like, "Funny you should ask." And like my friend was like, "God damn it!" It was just like it's like bro, it's like instinctual at this point to like me trying to answer.
You
What was the
show
question?
our podcast.
Huh?
What was the question?
I can't remember at the moment.
Damn.
I think it was about. I think it was something about Pete specifically, or no. I think it was about like about Goofy about Max's mom,
Oh.
and I was like, we don't know where she is. I was like,
What if Pete fucking murdered her? And
um,
also, who's his main arch enemy? Is it Goofy or is it Mickey?
It's
Mickey.
himself.
It's damn.
It's Mickey because Mickey is like they're the more longer storied rivals. Also, like when they started like making like other films and stuff, and like for example, like Three Musketeers, like it's
Yeah.
clearly like it's like I know it's all three of them against Captain Pete, but like it's still like but like Mickey is still like kind of the primary hero in that movie. So like it's kind of like Mickey against Pete.
Still, yeah. Like he's just Goofy's neighbor.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that they
Yeah.
just I don't know why they decided on that. I need to like read on that. But yeah,
It's a very like weirdly grounded relationship when you
yeah,
think about it.
yeah, like the Goofy and him just like kind of like they're like, oh we just fucking live next to each other, and like yeah, and Pete just doesn't like Goofy, but the everything else is just kind of, but like everything their connections to their cartoons is very like absent if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's tenuous at best.
Yeah, so I mean I know we said like oh they're actors.
Wait, real quick,
Mhm.
what major Mickey like movies have there been as of late? Not
As of late,
I mean
none.
like by as of late I mean like after the year 2000.
I would imagine it was like Three Musketeers.
Okay. Yeah,
Three Musketeers, you mean?
No, Musketeers.
That was Musketeers.
No, it's Musketeers. I'm pretty sure.
There's a lawsuit actually pending over the word Mouseketeers.
That would be amazing.
And we're about to be dragged into it, so
Oh no!
the episode ends.
but but no, yeah, I
It is Musketeers. Okay.
is
It
it
is
really
Musketeers. It is Musketeers.
like the movie?
Yeah, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, the Three Musketeers.
Musketeers.
The full title of the movie.
You're saying Mouseketeers?
No, Musketeers. I said Musketeers.
No, you're saying. You know what? You can listen to the episode and see if I was right or wrong. Beautiful part about audio capture. You don't need to be like, no, you said this. We'll see.
Is that sometimes it doesn't fucking work.
Oh, you've been having problems like that recently?
No, I have been having problems with my video capture because I want to play Metal Gear Solid 3 on its intended hardware.
Yeah.
And my video card is just like, nope.
So when are we gonna cover After Today, Connor?
After today.
Come on, Connor.
I don't know. When the world opens back up, we'll play a live show and.
I was gonna ask, like, would you like? Are you personally adverse to the idea, kind of similar as to you're adverse to showing your girlfriend a Goofy movie because you're kind of like, it's like too close to the vest?
It's too close to the vest, as
What?
in it's like no, like
you
I
were
don't
like
know.
he's like it's too on brand or some
I
shit.
don't know if I can watch it anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's a weird sort of.
When's the last time you watched it?
I watched it for this show. Like, months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, months ago.
I'll be honest. I've been like really in the mood to like rewatch both a Goofy movie and Extremely Goofy movie.
I rewatched Extremely Goofy Movie more recently, but that was still a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I do like that movie more than cause like, and we've probably talked about this, but the conceit of like a direct to DVD or direct to video movie is that it's shit, right?
Yeah, typically.
Yeah.
Typically. But that's really not the case here. Like, it's a little dated, sure.
Yeah.
Like, all the like extreme sports stuff is like very, very 1999 or 2000 or
yeah, 2000
whatever.
very much. Yeah.
But but still, like, I think like overall, it's like not. It's not. It doesn't fall into like that trap of like just being a shitty tacked on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely like clearly like work was put into it to like like the characters, their interactions, their relationships.
The animation is good. It's really good.
It's really good.
The line work is so clean. I mean, this might also be, although I doubt it. Like, but like it might be that they cleaned it up in for Disney Plus. But like I doubt it seriously. I just think that.
I mean, like go into it like Disney Plus probably has like the proper, probably an HD remaster.
No.
What?
Not all
always.
of them look good.
The cartoon, no. Like Goof Troop, for
No,
example.
we're talking nigga? What the fuck? We're talking about an extremely Goofy movie. What?
Well, Extremely Goofy movie is fantastic on Disney Plus, but I'm like saying not
Yeah,
all. I was like going to be like all.
Yeah, I
all their
wasn't.
sources,
I didn't say that though. What? What I was specifically saying was they probably just tossed out like an HD render on Disney Plus. Because yeah, again, they did do recently the Blu-ray for a Goofy movie and Extremely Goofy movie. Remember?
I've heard mixed things about a lot of like Blu-ray remasters.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like they probably like actually have an HD version of it lying around, because they put out the Blu-ray version. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, so like Goof Troop probably not, considering like they probably are like, fuck it, let's just toss up whatever we have for it.
They did like at least reformat it into like 16:9, which I don't know if that's necessarily the right idea.
Yeah,
If you
that's one of
think
those things
about
that like it's really you never know if that's like the right choice.
it. Actually, I'm gonna double check that right now.
Yeah, because like
Because I don't want to sound like a stupid fucking idiot.
mm,
I'll log in.
log in, but
I don't remember. Oh, backward.
but yeah, but yeah, like a lot of like work was done. I put into that movie. Yeah, because it does look great. It really does. Like I and I think a lot of those like movies of that era still look good. Like
Yeah,
like we get like Three Musketeers looks great in my opinion.
they still had their like 2D art like
Yeah,
department
yeah, they
and a
didn't have
lot of good talent.
yeah, like they didn't like at that point they hadn't tossed the baby out with the bathwater, where
Yeah, exactly.
you know like because they still knew their like 2D tenants, even though everything was getting like rendered um what's it called for digital, like everything was getting animated digitally because you watch.
And there was the slow move towards 3D beginning with Shrek, which came out like the next year, right?
Yeah, yeah, but like what I mean specifically is like it's like you watch an extremely goofy movie, it's very obvious that it was like completely digitally done, you
Mhm.
know
Wait, which one?
an extremely goofy movie.
Yes, but it's still.
But like
You're right. It has like a more. It is definitely more sterile looking than the first one,
yeah,
but the
which that
overall
by the
like
way, which
body
that by the way had digital like some digital stuff to it too.
Oh well, yeah, but I mean, like, weren't the majority of them like done by like cells?
So it was animated, like it was animated proper, hand animated, but it was
Yeah.
colored digitally.
No shit.
Yeah, that's how it's been described. So but
That's kind of wild.
yeah, it's really wild. Um, but yeah, so but like it like but like but like despite the fact that a extremely goofy movie is clearly like digitally animated, they kept enough of the tenets of like what they knew for like from 2D
Yeah.
animation going into this project, so it didn't look terrible.
No, yeah, it still moves like a traditionally animated.
Yeah, like
Like,
they kind of like knew they kind of yeah, yeah, as I said, they kept what they knew worked, and
Mhm.
to its benefit, because like yeah, yeah, an extremely goofy movie looks great. I think like some of like Three Musketeers looks pretty good. A lot of those like movies at that era, like they did a good job recapturing some of the older Disney styles. Because as I was saying, like when I was like at my friend's place, like she was his mom was watching Disney Plus. She was watching like the Cinderella sequels, and like I was like, it was like really surprising to see uh how faithful they were to the original designs of the characters. Like they didn't try to like be like, oh, time to make completely new designs to like accommodate to like like a modern audience, or to what's the word I'm looking for? Um, to accommodate a more modern audience, and what's the other word? Um,
Mhm.
accommodate a more modern audience, or fuck, it's escaping me.
Repackage. No, I don't feel like that. Or not.
No.
Hmm.
Or to like like they change it because
Reboot it.
yeah, like reboot it, or like change it because we're now using digital technology. So we need to we need to like have a new design for her. Kind of like it's just like something like why would you do it? And so they kind of like tried their best to be very faithful to like the original movies and the designs, which was like cool to like watch and see in those movies. And I think a lot of those like direct to like DVD sequels. Like at least tried that, which is like commendable and unto itself. They obviously they were like kind of like obvious like cash grabs, but you know they tried. So yeah, man. I love a extremely goofy movie so goddamn much, dude. That's one of those movies that's like straight up like a comfort movie for me. I could put on and just be like, all right, I'm like nice lazy day kind of type of deal, you know.
Mm.
But yeah. Um, man, uh, give me a
I
goddamn
guess I
goof
should
juice,
watch this movie with my girlfriend.
huh?
I guess I should just watch this movie with my girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah. There's like
She
there's
keeps asking to see it, and I'm just like, oh, well, we don't have to.
yeah, like it's I'll look you. It's your life. You can do whatever you want, but
It's
I'm
only 80 minutes.
yeah. I was gonna say like not to be rude, but I'm a little biased, and I'm like, dude, it's a great watch.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I legitimate like yet again like when I bring this up again like when I was on Twitter and like I looked up a Goofy movie, the amount of people who are watching it for the first
Oh,
time, huh?
this I turned on the Three Caballeros on Disney Plus, and
Mm.
it has an unskippable disclaimer.
About it being like racist.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
It says your video will start in 12 seconds. And you gotta read the whole thing,
bruh.
bro. Is this movie racist?
Well, it's because
The caricatures.
yeah, like the two characters are like caricatures. You can consider them caricatures, even though I bet you Mexican people and Brazilians fucking love them. It's like the shit with Speedy Gonzalez. You know? Do you know about that?
What?
Yeah.
No.
You never know. You didn't hear about. So years ago, this is like a really old thing, and it's actually happening again, which is hilarious. Years ago, a bunch of like people, like Americans and like white people, tried to get like Speedy Gonzalez off of being like on part of Looney Tunes because they're like, oh, it's a racist caricature of Mexican people, and like it's really fucked up. And so like Speedy Gonzalez was actually like removed from Looney Tunes for like a little bit. But then Mexicans got pissed because they're like, what the fuck? Speedy's like our favorite Looney Tunes character.
When did this happen?
Like years ago. A long time ago. And it happened again recently.
Like early 2000s.
Yeah.
They even
like,
made a joke about it in Looney Tunes Back in Action.
yeah, yeah. They did. Like it
Yeah.
Hmm?
Sorry, no, go ahead.
No, you go.
There's like jokes in that movie that are funny, like the references like that.
That movie, I really want to go back and watch that movie because I think in my head that's probably an actually good movie.
It does have Brendan Fraser in it.
It does have Brendan Fraser being pissed at Brendan Fraser. Well, it has Brendan Fraser playing himself and playing his stunt double, and so his stunt double punches him.
It's honestly
He's
pretty
like, I'm in. It's like those mummy movies. I'm in the more than Brent Fraser is.
It's fucking funny. What was I thinking of?
I think I see why this has the disclaimer because it's a movie about Donald Duck trying to fuck a woman, a real
Many women.
Many of them.
yeah.
Based, honestly. But no,
An
yeah.
absolute Chad.
But yeah, so like actually so like recently when this like recent like Pepe Le Pew got removed from like Space Jam and stuff, people like turned their ire to Speedy Gonzalez again. And yet again, Mexicans got pissed again. They're like, we fucking love Speedy, leave him alone.
How many times do we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
How many times we gotta tell you, white people? Like, it's really fucking funny that like so I bet you dollars to donuts that I think his name is Carlos. The red bird in that Los Caballeros, the Three Caballeros. I bet you dollars to donuts that Mexicans probably fucking love him.
He's not portrayed negatively. He's the cool guy.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I bet you dollars to donuts they love this character. Even if
Yeah, why not? He's great.
I bet you even if he was more stereotypical, they're like, yeah, fucking, I know. He's like, yeah, I fucking love that. It's great.
Yeah,
Um,
I love that character. Honestly, he wasn't. The only thing I'd say, like in terms of stereotype and racist, is like his accent's a little overdone, but that's it.
yeah, it's
That
just
he's
like,
not portrayed negatively. He's not like
yeah, but like, yeah, again,
portrayed.
like, but yeah, yeah, like nowadays anything can trigger anything. Um, but
But
yes, but yeah, so yeah, as I was saying though, like, uh, yeah, you should, yeah, like seeing people on Twitter when I looked up a Goofy movie on Twitter, seeing people discover, well, not discover, like watch a Goofy movie for the first time. People are being like, "Oh, I just watched a Goofy movie," and I'm like, and they're like, "Yo, this is like now one of my favorite Disney movies of all time." Like yeah, people believe that. Like it's a really good movie. Like it's kind of wild, you know, to think about.
Yeah.
So yeah, like yeah, there shouldn't be not to be rude, but yeah, there shouldn't be any reason like to not show your girlfriend because this is a fantastic movie, man. This is a
Watching Three Caballeros instead.
yo honestly based, but
Wait, what
yeah.
the fuck is this? Legend of the Three Caballeros? What? This is a
Yeah, I think they had a sequel.
yeah, they had like two movies.
this is a 2018 show.
There's a 2018 show.
Yeah,
What? That's
Oh, it came out
awesome.
last year.
2018
that's
dog.
fucking wild.
Last year.
That's not last. What?
Last year. 2018 was 1 year ago.
Shut the fuck up. Um,
Don't do that to me, Adam.
yeah.
No, bro. I still think 2019 was just like a year ago.
Nah, I'm ready in 2021. I'm good. Holy
Bro,
shit,
it's
dude! What the fuck? 2018, one season. Was this? My God, it looks really good too. And there's this hot woman in it.
hey.
There's like some hot like Amazon Archer woman.
I was gonna say
Real
who-
woman
who
or
is
like
Three
animal woman?
She's a real woman.
Hey, Donald, my boy.
This is a good show.
It's good.
I immediately like this show.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of Disney shit that it's kind of goes under the radar because like you just
I mean,
you just don't know because they release
They don't
so much.
advertise it.
Wait, you just release so much shit.
well, one thing that really waxes my ass
Yes.
is that I guess the first one's racist, but it's not racist enough that we can't have this sequel series.
Apparently, right?
I get, you know what I mean? Like it's
Dude,
weird.
holy shit! This thing is wow. I just found another Disney Saludos Amigos from 1943, dog. Like uh what's the green bird's name again?
Don't remember.
But because like he's
I want to say Paul, but I feel like that's wrong.
is it Pablo? I think it might be Pablo.
Pablo?
Is
No,
Harm-
Pablo is the name of the penguin in one of the little skits. Pablo
so
the penguin when he leaves the North Pole to like go to the Caribbean.
Okay. What you're saying, Connor?
nothing.
No, please.
Is just this movie? I'm just like skimming through Saludos Amigos,
Mhm.
and it looks like a really interesting movie. It just looks like all these movies are just like an exercise in like animation and art, and that kind of makes them very beautiful. You know, they all look. Oh, I guess I can see like that looks like a little bit like a caricature. I'm just trying to find the racism.
You're not gonna find it in the animation. It's the fact that they speak with accents. Like that's it. Like And like I would imagine, I would imagine. Hmm?
from that, unless it's like a horrifically offensive accent, but
And I would imagine they're probably voiced by majority white people. Like up until yeah. Actually, no, no, it was voiced by a Hispanic dude first. Wow. Like, yeah. There's nothing as far as I can tell. There's nothing that because actually, so the green bird is Jose, uh, Carose, Jose Carriosa. I can't fucking. I'm not a great Spanish speaker. Sorry. And he was created by Jose Carlos de Brito, who is which clearly this person's like Hispanic in nature. In nature, it's yeah, he's Brazilian. And so a Brazilian made this character.
so
All right, I
I
kind of see why they would have problems with the one character from Mexico because his name is Panchito Pistoles. So it's like, I can maybe the name could be very stereotypical. Oh, ponchos and pistols. It's like, why don't you just name him fucking Taco Burrito?
Taco burrito. Fuck. Um,
holy shit.
that's pretty funny. Um,
He's right. I mean,
I mean the yeah, like uh, I mean Panchito Pastel. Did they not? They never changed his
let me see
name.
if Pluto's Christmas tree is racist. It doesn't appear so. No,
Oh,
this one's this one's good.
well, apparently his name now is Panchito Romano Miguel Francisco Quintero Gonzalez the Third.
Is that not
Yeah,
more
that's way
racist?
less racist. Oh yeah, that's way less racist.
I I kind of agree, honestly, personally, because fuck it. But yeah, he's actually been majorly voice acted by Mexicans.
And then by Yuri Lowenthal at one point.
No, he did get voice acted by Rob Paulson in House of Mouse.
Oh, did he really? That make that? Well, yeah. Rob Paulson's like really talented.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, what do you mean?
I'm sorry. Look, I I tried watching the new Animaniacs, and it felt like he was phoning it in super hard, and I was like,
Oh, really? I
I,
haven't seen that, so I guess I can't.
there's a singing segment, and it just kind of felt like he like a lot of people were getting upset because it was like, oh, it was like anti-Trump or anti like some like conservative or some shit. I think it was making fun of someone, which I'm like, they had political humor in the original shit, which didn't bother me.
Yeah, that's
The thing
literally
that bothered me was just it just felt like like all the voice actors were kind of like, it's a paycheck.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
And like it's like, and it kind of sucks because I feel like these people care about these characters more than not. But yeah,
Yeah.
as far as I can tell, Rob Paulson is the only white person to ever um voice act Panchito.
Huh.
Yeah,
What an honor it must have been for him.
but yeah, significant other. What the fuck did they mean by that?
Wait, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at his Wikipedia page and it says significant other, and it's fucking Jose, the green what is he, parrot. It's just like I don't. What do you mean by significant other?
What wiki are you on?
Wikipedia.
Are you
Wait, what was his?
are you on the
significant other?
Hero wiki again?
No, I'm
What-
not. I'm
What's
on.
his alignment? Who are his allies?
I have no idea. His nationality is Brazilian. Well, not Panchito. This is Jose. His nationality is Brazilian. He has relatives Zico and Zika, the nephews. Gender male. Species parrot. Alias
does
Joe
His
Claricio.
significant
And
other?
I'm assuming that like they're
Are you talking
using
about Rob Paulson still?
no.
Oh.
I was talking about Panchito.
Okay, sorry.
God damn it.
I was like, I'm really trying to find that on his.
Rob Paulson. He's gay. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I was gonna be like, wow, I really didn't call that.
I didn't know that shit. Looks like I hate him now. We kid,
Conchita
we kid.
Pistoles.
We fucking we love everyone who loves us.
Significant other, Jose. Huh?
It's
Is he?
yeah, right. It kind of like it's like I don't. I'm assuming they mean in a different way. I'm assuming significant other like
Partner?
yeah, like partner,
But
like
even that could be construed as.
well, no, because like partner and like romantic lead or whatever. Like, I'm assuming like the significant other must have had like, you know what? Let's look up the definition of
'Cause
significant
I
other.
just watched a movie where they both ogled so
Maybe they're looking
Okay.
for a third person, dog.
I have to censor that.
I have to censor what?
He said the word.
Oh wait, what? Fuck, I didn't hear. Oh god, I have to mark it.
He said they're both pining.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Significant other, a person whom someone established a romantic or sexual relationship. Is there not another definition for this word?
Are you not my significant other?
I mean, our romantic isn't like relate like sexual or romantic. I would say. Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, somebody painted Panchito on the side of a plane
Yeah, they did.
during World War II. The Mexican Escuadron 201 used Panchito Pistoles as its mascot. That's fucking awesome.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, I fucking tell you that like people love caricatures of their own fucking nationalities typically.
As
Like
long as it's done in a positive way.
I don't. I mean, sure. I don't know.
No, I'm saying because I'm saying it's like
No,
it's speaking on.
because like what's like I to just say, you guys know who Jeff Dunham is, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So Jeff Dunham, like his stick is that he does a bunch of puppets of different characters, and one of his characters is it's Ahmed, right?
Ahmed, the dead
Ah-
terrorist.
Ahmed, the dead terrorist. Fucking the Middle East loves him. That
Yes.
and he is not a positive caricature at all. Like I think people just like it's just like I think people are I think it's just kind of like as long as your intent is clearly obvious, like for like a joke or for like yeah, like I think like yeah, again, like I think Panchito um and Jose they get like kind of like because Jose was created by a Brazilian and he is Brazilian and he's been voice acted by a majority Brazilian characters. And Panchito, no, there's no specific person who claims his creation. He's just specifically like it just says Walt Disney Company made him. But he's been voice acted by only Mexicans, except for Rob Paulson for a single episode of House of Mouse.
Yeah, I remember that when he tried to show Goofy like how to be suave.
Yeah, I think it was like yeah. But yeah, so it's just like it. But like yeah, it's just like my point is a lot of the movies of that era were really fun and like cool, and they I think like
Yeah.
I think like we could totally do to like
And that whole sorry, I'll let you
no
finish.
go on.
No, I was gonna say, according to I was checking the wiki, that whole movie, The Three Caballeros, was done as part of like a trio of like goodwill to Latin America. They did other movies like highlighting Latin America, other short things like I forgot. I think it was like something Amigos.
Saludo amigos.
Yeah. That was the one. Where
Yeah,
it's just like it was all done as like a love letter to Latin America and it's like
yeah, like
highlighting their countries and stuff and like
yeah,
I love that. I fucking love Three Caballeros as a kid. I watched it over and over again.
They got a bunch of like Brazilian artists to even like paint on screen and like display their art. It's fucking cool. Seems like a pretty cool movie to me. I don't know.
yeah, no, I agree. Like, yeah, like Jose was designed by a Brazilian. Like, they like he can claim that like I made a Brazilian character to represent represent. And honestly, the fact like I'm so intrigued that they made the Three Caballeros show. I'm actually probably gonna watch this because I've always loved the Three Caballero characters. Like I always have. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to find out this
Yeah.
information. If I'm being honest, I was actually gonna watch the Three Caballeros. Like I was gonna watch that movie on my own.
We talked a lot about the Three Caballeros.
Well,
No.
the reason why I was about to say like I feel like a lot of Disney movies of that era kind of gone under the radar and kind of like unnoticed and unrecognized. Uh, but like at the same time, it's just like they were great. They were really great in my opinion. And
They
like I
stood the test of time.
yeah, they did. And I really would love to see these like see these like I think a lot of those things would do they would do well to like kind of how should I say they would do well to kind of uh what's the word I'm looking for? I think
They do
that
well being redone.
no. I think it would be kind of neat to it's fun to like look back at some of these movies that like been like forgotten that aren't like major mainstays of them since then. You know,
Imagine if they somehow restored the lost minutes of a Black Cauldron, the lost footage that they cut.
don't even get me started on that. That actually hurts to me. But I'm talking about. I think there's there's a decent bit of these like these movies that have kind of just like fade into like obscurity, and I think it would be neat to like kind of like see them again, and like well like those movies specifically, because I think it would be because yeah like people like some people like some of these things have gone and like I think people forgot about them. I think that's kind of like sucks.
Yeah. I find it funny that Disney wants to bury as much as possible Song of the South. However, they kept the song Zippity Doodah, Zippity Day, from that movie, and they use it during like the Disney parades at like Disney World and Disneyland. I'm like,
Because it
for
slaps,
you,
dog.
but I'm like, if you want to bit dead and have the thing dead and buried and like never talk of this again, why would you keep? It's like you keeping this alive. I mean, don't get me wrong, the song is slaps. I find myself humming it at work and shit. I'll be like, just while I'm bored, I'm like, zippity doo zippity day.
Dude, it's like that Alabama song that gets stuck in my
No,
head.
way worse.
It is way worse. But yeah, uh, we're approaching an hour. We're at 58 minutes. Any last thoughts before we go?
I don't know if I have any last thoughts. Besides just my usual, this fuck China and fuck Amber Heard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck her. Seriously.
Jesus Christ.
What?
No, I just forget sometimes.
That she's exists.
No, just the shout out. I just forget the shout out. And also, yeah, I've never watched anything with her in it, I guess, other than like Aquaman, but I didn't even really watch Aquaman.
I didn't even know that was her. I thought it was like this other actress. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I didn't know she was in. Like, that's one of those things that I'm like, I was like, I have no idea who this person is. like I was like I've never seen any of her projects as far as I know. But anyway, any last thoughts from you, Connor?
No, I guess I gotta watch this movie with my girlfriend now.
I just think it's be funny. She's like halfway through it. She's like, "You actually like this film?
Oh,
Kind of garbage."
Oh my
Just
god,
pause it and just like, delete
I think she'll
my
like it.
number.
I Yeah, I'd be like, get out of my house.
Yeah, get
But
out
I
my house,
wouldn't.
delete my number. Goodbye.
um, but go on, Connor.
Yeah, just I don't know what I'm gonna do if she doesn't like it. No, yeah,
Hey,
that's pretty much everything.
yeah, just yeah. Final thoughts from me. Yeah, I think my final thoughts is I think there's a lot of Disney like those kind of forgotten like era movies, like the movies around that came out around like the same time as like Three Musketeers. I think some of those movies deserve like a rewatch because I
Yeah.
think they're better than I well I think they're forgotten, and I think they might be better than we remember
Yeah.
because they've been forgotten.
Mm. I've seen Cinderella 2 and I thought that was alright. I haven't seen Cinderella 3 and I heard it's like the best. That's like the pinnacle of direct to DVD Disney films.
No, the pinnacle has to be Aladdin, the King of Thieves.
Yes.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Like that's probably the. But then again, I haven't seen it either, so I can't actually talk. Because
Oh.
I've seen parts of Cinderella 3. No, parts of I talk about Cinderella 3.
Oh.
Hmm.
I've seen Aladdin and the King of Thieves. That movie's
Oh,
fucking
okay.
fantastic.
The
I
movie.
love that movie.
It's so
I
good.
did not, as a kid, I did not get the Kodiak moment joke at all.
Mm,
And then as I got older, I'm like, that's fucking funny.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think a lot of those movies from those eras deserve like a second watch. And like, if you guys, are like, anyone listening, if you guys are like bored and have Disney Plus, give them a watch. I think some of these movies, because of the fact that they didn't get the mainstream attention, they kind of went for a they decided to kind of go balls to the wall with some of them. Because I've been like I've like free watched a little bit from like Three Musketeers, and that movie like really like did at least like was pretty funny. Like there's this like running gag where like they're supposed to like Captain Pete is supposed to like enact this plan during the opera, and whenever Pete's like, "You have the opera's only in 3 days," and then like they cut to a poster of the opera, and you hear the opera like just like starts bellowing in, and and they do it like a couple times in the movie, and it's like a fun running gag. Or or like there's a scene where like Minnie has this like this thing like the song about falling in love, and it's like and like but at the same time someone is like trying to like drop a safe on her, and so the lyrics become super like obvious and overt, like something's gonna crash and smash into you, like that's what the lyrics are saying, but they're like almost but also an metaphor about love. Like I think there was like a creative freedom these movies were allowed because of like they're like actually weren't going to be inherently mainstream, and I think that like it's worth giving a second shot.
Yeah. Lion King 2 is way better than Lion King 1.
I wouldn't know.
Um, no, it isn't.
I
It's
don't even
not just Hamlet.
what the fuck what the, I don't even know what like is Lion King 2 about Scar's son,
Yes, and
Yeah,
Simba's daughter.
Simba's daughter? That's gay.
Yeah.
That's
it's
gross.
mostly about Scar's son though.
It's the message is it really be your own people. You know, we be
Just like the first movie.
Yeah, for real, technically, yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I said that without thinking, but yeah, that's true.
I still think one of my favorite moments in one of my friendships was I was hanging out with our friend Kofi, and he told me we were playing Uno, and I had played like a +4 card on him, and he's like, "Damn, it really be your niggas." And I just started dying laughing, and he's like, "Yo, do you know what the first time I heard that from?" I was like, "Where?" He's like, "I was watching the movie version of the Julius Caesar Shakespeare play, but the version he had downloaded had Ebonic subtitles." So when Brutus stabs Caesar. See, you know how Caesar goes et tu Brute?
Yeah.
It translated into, damn, it really be your niggas. and
Ah,
and that's how and that's what Kobe told me.
man, the first biblical reference of that is with Cain and Abel.
Right. But yeah, so fun fact for y'all.
Uh,
We hope all of y'all are good and healthy out there. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for getting notifications. Katamari is does our thumbnails. We're reading the comments. Leave a comment, drop one. You know, we're gonna read them. Yeah, man. We love all y'all. Thank you for being our audience. Thank you for listening to us. We know it's kind of been like rough with the goofy stuff recently, but it's just like right now I feel like we're talking like it's interesting to like think about the things that are surrounded these movies around the time, which is like another very interesting aspect about these movies. But you know, we'll try to get back on track better. It's just like, you know, it's been hard to find trends at this point. Very hard to find these trends. Because like, who knows? But if anyone has any ideas, you know, things that we don't know, let us know. If you guys know something about like certain comics, because I know there's like European exclusive comics that have like weird shit and stuff. But yeah, like feel free to hit us up, please.
Share with us your popular theories that you have.
Yeah, please do. And with that, I hope y'all well wherever you are.
Yeah. May the good times be great, and may the bad times be short. See you next time.
Good night, everybody.